Welcome to Hired in IT. Our mission is simple. Help you build the skills that employers actually want. Whether you're trying to land your first IT job, switch careers, earn a promotion, or increase your salary, we're here to help. Every video is thoroughly researched and designed to make complex IT topics easy to understand. If there's an IT topic you'd like us to cover, leave a comment below. We may turn your suggestion into our next video, turning IT knowledge into career opportunities.
So a guy named Alex, pure help desk ticket jockey, turned cybersecurity engineer in 12 months. Starting salary was 35% higher than the IT job he left.
Wait, seriously? That's a massive percentage. What was the actual dollar jump?
Help desk typically lands between 45 and 60 grand. If he was somewhere in the middle, say 55, that pushes him to about 74. Not yacht money, but the trajectory is the story here.
Right. And a junior SOC analyst already ranges 65 to 85, and a full cybersecurity analyst with a couple years can break 100. That's where the real ceiling moves.
All right, but who actually does this in a year? Because YouTube loves a 90-day cybersecurity origin story. Works great until day 91 when you're still resetting passwords.
Exactly. They sell the dream and then people quit when they're not hired by month 4. So what did Alex do that was actually repeatable?
First 3 months, he brushed up networking, operating systems, encryption, malware, firewalls, and he did it inside actual labs, configuring firewalls and detecting vulnerabilities, not just watching videos.
So it wasn't passive. He was building stuff from the jump. And I'm guessing he documented that along the way?
That's the theme. Build while you learn, then show it. Months 4 to 6, he went deeper. Picked the SOC analyst track, got into SIEM tools, capture the flag competitions, some Python and Bash.
So he wasn't just studying security in the abstract. Hiring managers want to see you've actually touched Splunk or Elastic, right?
Yep, and that's where the cert came in. Around month 7, he earned Security Plus. That's the classic pivot cert off the help desk. After that, portfolio projects, simulated phishing analysis, a vulnerability assessment.
And he put those on GitHub and LinkedIn, not just on a resume. So recruiters could actually see the work, not just the bullet point.
Exactly. Then months 10 to 12, job search. But he didn't just spray applications. He had career coaching, a tailored resume, and this is the part people skip. He reframed his help desk gig as security adjacent. Password resets, MFA setups, that's IAM.
Wow. So reset passwords becomes administered user authentication and access controls. Same work, totally different optics.
Right. So the roadmap exists, but the actual timeline varies. Most people we've seen transition in 9 to 18 months with a focused plan. If you're starting from zero IT, add a few months to land that help desk role first. The clock starts once you're inside.
And I've heard that if you volunteer for security tasks at your current job, like asking to help with audit logs or phishing triage, that can shave months off. Some people land a security role in month 4 just by raising their hand.
And if your company has no security team, you build that exposure yourself. Home lab with Security Onion or Wazoo. Feed logs from a Windows domain. Write detection rules. That's a portfolio piece that makes a hiring manager stop scrolling.
So it's not a Kali VM and calling it a day. You simulate a mini SOC. Cert gets you past HR filters, but the lab work and portfolio win the interview.
Cert is the ticket. Portfolio is the show. Now, money expectations. If you're making 50 grand on help desk, a junior SOC analyst typically lands 65 to 85. If you're already senior support at 65, the first security role might only bump you 5 to 10 grand. That's okay, because the ceiling breaks through fast.
Right. Help desk tops out around 70 unless you jump to management. Cybersecurity has a way steeper curve. 2 years in, an analyst can hit 105 plus. That's the payoff, not the day one offer.
The real question is how long that curve takes. I see a lot of 90-day cyber guru promises, and they're fiction. From help desk to a genuine security role, carve out 9 to 18 months. Some folks land at month 4, others at month 12. Both timelines are normal.
Okay, But that's exactly what half the career change videos promise. So what's actually happening in those 9 to 18 months? Lay it out.
Months 1 through 3, you're still on the help desk. You volunteer for security tasks, password audits, MFA rollout support, access review cleanup. Meanwhile, you're brushing up networking and Linux, setting up a home lab, learning Wireshark and Nmap, and you join a local ISA chapter or a LinkedIn group.
So you actually stay in your help desk role and ask to help the security team? How do you pitch that without sounding like you're trying to leave?
You don't pitch it as leaving. You say you want to understand the company's security posture better. Then you take every password reset, every MFA ticket, every locked account call, and reframe it on your resume as identity and access management exposure. That's a direct bridge.
Got it. So by months 4 through 6, what's the goal?
Pass Security Plus. That's the first cert that actually moves the needle for a SOC role. And don't just collect the PDF. Build 2 or 3 portfolio projects alongside it. A simulated phishing analysis, a vulnerability assessment on a test network, a SIEM lab with Wazoo or Splunk free tier. Post the write-ups on LinkedIn and GitHub.
And that's what gets a recruiter's attention? A GitHub repository with a vulnerability assessment?
Absolutely. Hiring managers are tired of certification mills. If you can show you actually configured a SIEM, wrote an incident response playbook, and analyzed a phishing campaign, you're already more useful than someone with 3 certs and no hands-on. Employers value project portfolios over traditional credentials.
So you've got Security Plus, a few projects. What about months 7 through 12? Cert stack expansion?
Potentially a second cert, like CCNA if you want stronger networking chops, or AWS Cloud Practitioner if the role leans cloud. But more importantly, you're now networking, real networking, not just the protocol. Attend local cybersecurity meetups, engage on LinkedIn, and apply strategically to roles like junior SOC analyst or IT security specialist.
And that's the point where you land a $65,000 to $85,000 position. Within 2 years, you're over 105. But the first job hunt? That tests your patience. Some of you get an offer in month 4, some take a full year. Both are normal. Location, market, luck.
And if you're waiting until you feel ready, don't. Start applying once you have Security Plus and 1 solid project. You'll refine your interview approach as you go. The clock starts once you're actually doing the work. Volunteer, lab, document, share.
All right, brutally honest moment. If you were stuck in a help desk ticket queue right now, would you actually grind through this exact roadmap? If you want the exact lab setup and project templates we talked about, the free 58-page Cybersecurity Career Guide is linked below. Subscribe for more no-fluff IT career roadmaps. Keep your logs clean, and we'll see you in the next one. Remember, careers aren't built by watching videos. They're built by applying what you learn. Pick one thing from today's lesson, build it, document it, and share it. That's how you get hired. Thanks for watching Hired in IT, where we're turning IT knowledge into career opportunities.